What's up, nation? What's up, YouTube? My name is Crystal Lotus, mystic, psychic, gypsy, astrologer, all that good jazz. But in today's video, we're going to go over the importance of understanding the moon sign, your moon sign in astrology, your birth chart, your moon sign. What is the moon sign and how can it benefit you by understanding what the moon sign, the role that the moon sign has in your natal chart. So I've already gone over the sun sign, which is all about your truth, your essence. But now in this video, we're going to go over the moon sign and how important it is to understand your moon sign and the moon sign of others all around you so that you can understand, number one, moon is all about your emotions, okay? So moon is your emotions. If by day the sun is out gleaming, and it's Leo, it wants the attention. So you know that if there is no sun out, you know you cannot go out. But if there is sun out, you know you can go out. The night is ruled by the moon. You ever heard the term, the freaks come out at night? Yeah, because it's the moon's energy. And the moon is ruled by Cancer. So every time you think moon, think emotions. And Cancer, the reason why they get that moodiness title or emotional title is because they're ruled by the moon. And the moon changes every 2.5 days in a cycle. So one day the moon can be in Sagittarius, and then the next day the moon can be in Capricorn. So it's up to us to, one, know where the position of the moon is in the zodiac constellation belt. And number two, it's to know the phases of the moon. So you need those two options, the position of the zodiac sign that the moon is in so that you know your emotions and what to focus in. And then you need the phases. What phase is the moon in? Is it a new moon, full moon, first quarter? These are two aspects of the moon that you're going to need to know so that you're able to better amplify your emotions, to understand your emotions, how you're going to feel. So like I was mentioning with the Cancer, if Cancer is in a full moon, they're gonna feel it the most. And if you have any Cancer aspects of yourself, strong aspects in Cancer in your birth chart, you're gonna feel the new moon, full moons, and moon phases the most. And what I mean by feeling is you guys get moody. You guys start to not feel good. You start to feel less fatigued, tired. All of these things happen because the moon rules these things. The moon rules cycles, the feminine cycles of our life. The moon is in a specific phase and position in the zodiac wheel. This is time to start asking us, how do you feel? How are you feeling over the day? So at night, so in the day, you are wondering what activities are you going to do? And at night, you're going to wonder, how did those activities affect your mood? How did those affect your personality, your inner world? Now, what do I mean by that? That's saying if you come across somebody in the day that has ruined your day because they made you feel bad, you need to use the night for reflection to wonder, hey, how could I handle that situation better? So you're going to put that situation out and you're going to claim the emotion, the moon. You're going to claim the emotion of the day. And then, so for example, angry. I'm angry because my job fired me. So at night, the activity during the day was that your job fired you. At night, it's understanding why is it that you felt angry and what can you do to remove that, release and let go from that emotion, to grow, to understand your emotions, how to navigate your emotions, because this is all about your inner world. Now, the downfall is if you do not do that, then you start to what? Cause anxiety, it causes depression, it causes negative influences in your life. So knowing your moon sign. So let's use for the example, I'm Pisces moon. So I'm a very private person, but I could go deep, deep, deep. And when I mean deep, 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 the only way that you could talk about these certain situations, about depression, about anxiety, is because you've done that. You've lived that. So I've lived through all of this. I know what the saddest of sad is. I know is when you can't get off the floor because you are just done. And that's what makes me a stronger person. God knew that. He had to make me a Pisces moon because I had to understand my feelings. I had to understand how to be a torture artist. So in my research, I've noticed that when you're earlier on in your years, you are more like your rising sign, and then teenage years, you're more like your moon sign, and then in adult years, you captivate your sun sign. So with that, I was very Pisces in my teenage years. So I was very dark. I was very mysterious because Pisces rules that sector. They rule the drugs. They use the abuse. So look at Kurt Cobain for an example of a Pisces. But now this is going into your emotions, your moon sign. So this is how you inwardly feel. So inwardly, like I said, I was very mystic. You weren't going to find about me. You weren't going to know about me. The one who knew about me, my best friend who knew about me, was my diary. That's why I'm the advocate for diary, because if I did not have a diary, if I did not reflect, it would not be that I could sit here and talk to you guys about this situation. It would not be that I have astrology and tarot and I have all this knowledge about these things, because I had to figure out some way to understand what the heck is going on with my life and my inner world. So once you understand your moon sign, it gives you the understanding of your experiences that you're feeling, like the angry. If you're always feeling angry, you understand why it is that you feel angry. You're disappointed. You got disappointed. And then you're understanding how you can protect yourself and how you can secure yourself. So it's not always coming out and being the protector, as in you want to look like the hard body. You want to go out there and just fight everybody because you're protecting yourself. And that's mostly what it happens. And that's what happens to a lot of men and women. You think that you have to be the rough body because you don't even know how to handle your moon sign. You don't know how to handle your emotions. You don't know how to say your feelings. You don't know how to say what you are feeling. And that brings upon toxicity. Divine masculine and divine feminines know how to embrace your inward emotions. So the first step you're going to have to do is embrace them at night. Embrace what you're feeling, the activities during the day. Then learn about your moon sign. Understand how you emotionally process things. Like I said, with Pisces moon, I emotionally process things by writing it in my diary. Yeah, I was disappointed all the time. Who hasn't been in life? If you're saying that life is a bed of roses, well, great for you. But that's like I'm saying. So if you're a Capricorn moon, you're going to work your way out of it. If you're a Taurus moon, you're going to want more comfortability. You're going to want to sense, feel protected and secure. So there's different attributes, which I'm going to go into later on in the channel as I break down these basics first. But in the moon too, there are many in mythology, there are many female deities in the classic, like Luna, Diana, Artemis, Juno, and Selene. These are just some classic identities, energies to go upon dealing with the moon. And then just imagine, like I said, the positions of the zodiac signs plus the phases. So there's numerous energies that embody the moon, that are deities, that are energies that symbolize the moon, because the moon not only transforms at night to glisten after the sun has been out in the day, but the moon can transform you into the person that you are today. So once you start to understand your essence and then you understand your emotions, you're able to better shift your destination on how you fulfill your life. We're going to jump into the rising signs next. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you haven't checked out the sun sign series, go ahead and check that out. Check out my channel. I leave you guys always off with peace and namaste. Ashe. Take care.